We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Oakland A's and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Hyun-jin Ryu will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy overhand curveball, does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First of 4 here to start the weekend as the game's first pitch is taken, and it's strike one. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Here comes Ryu, 0-2. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
Stepping in now, Tony Kemp. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 10 home runs and 32 driven in. The 0-1 delivery.
Outside, that's a ball.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 1-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. One there. Oh, but he beats it out.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
3-0 now.
3 balls, no strikes.
From the stretch.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Number 2,
Chris Davis next to bat. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
Davis. sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Two 2-0 count and the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
3-0 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
From the stretch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. The 1-0 home is off the plate, up and away.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Three and 0 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Count on third. Olsen at second. Davis is over at first with 1 away. 3-1. 3-2 full count. Count remains full. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Right fielder looking up, still going back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one, and even 30 home runs on the year as they move on top 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game, but things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam, and they might not be done yet.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty,
The right fielder.
as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
4 runs here in this half inning. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Hernandez, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
That is 7. The shortstop.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me, and it's eye-popping, is the fact that this team leads the league in slugging percentage. And they do it in a variety of different ways. It's just not the long ball. Ton of guys in this lineup that can move the ball into gaps, take extra bases. Just great offensive approaches up and down. Be on the lookout for some guys looking to do some serious damage today.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here it comes. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Just hung in there on that one.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. But not before the A's strike for 4 runs, with the big blow being this grand slam. Bottom of the first coming up with the A's up 4-zip. Daniel Mengden gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's Mr. Old School. He reminds me a little bit of Catfish Hunter. Kind of animated on the mound, has a little bit of a herky-jerky delivery, not overpowering, good fastball, 89-92, good mix of off-speed pitches. But I will say this, a strike thrower, and he's not afraid of the bat. He'll throw the ball over the plate.
Stepping in, Rowdy Tellez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more. Especially the way this team is underachieved, you got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Next to bat for Toronto, Cavan Biggio, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. So 1-1.
Nope.
Hey.
2-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Here now the 2-2. One out, nobody on. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
At the plate now, Bo Bichette. And he puts it on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail here 4-0. Now the A's designated hitter, Sheldon Noisy.
The designated hitter, Sheldon Noisy.
First delivery to him on the way. A changeup floats outside here for ball one. Noisy stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a second-year big leaguer. That's inside. 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
2-1 now. Now the pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. Again, he sends it out of play. Three balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Austin Allen, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. The average for him at 267 on the year. 16 homers and 49 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-1. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Number 22.
To the plate now, Ramon Laureano. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Grichuk is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A's are gone in order. They lead it 4-0. Stepping in for the Jays, Teoscar Hernandez. His career numbers in this matchup. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Chopped to third. Chapman's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Travis Shaw.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that brings up the left-handed hitter, Travis Shaw. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's in.
One out, nobody on. That misses. 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And he gets the call there. 3-1.
One strike.
Bases are empty, one man out. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
Ready now, Rendell Gritchick, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball one. The 1-0.
That's out.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch. Line towards center field. Laureano is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, Billy McKinney.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney. Set and the pitch, and he lays off there. 1-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. A runner on first with two away. Line softly toward the hole. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the A's 4, the Jays nothing. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Next up for the A's, Tony Kemp, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Tony Kemp.
First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it. Sean Reed Foley comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Now it's 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
And the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 3-0 offering, and he loses him on a breaking ball.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. From the stretch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
The 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
That's a ball.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Here he comes on 2-0. 3-0 now. From the belt, the pitch, and a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4, and as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
One of the things you have to fight through as a pitcher is getting a little fatigued and a little tired. Start leaving balls up in the zone. That ball left right in the middle of the plate, and he paid for it. That ball was hit a long way.
Now batting, shortstop.
And that brings up Chad Pinder as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the A's put up a 3-spot here thanks to the 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the A's 7, the Jays nothing. Brandon Drury will bat next. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled off. And it's fouled away.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Slow roller down the third baseline. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Settling in now, Danny Jansen. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Pause, now the pitch.
That's a ball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A runner at first with no outs here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Count is 3-1.
Rowdy Tellez waits on deck.
Help!
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Now the payoff pitch home. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. First pitch of the at-bat.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. First and second here with nobody out. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. The 1-2.
Inside, ball 2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit in the air out to left field. Davis is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And this throw gets away from him. But luckily it doesn't get far enough away to allow the runners to advance.
The second baseman, Biggio.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Biggio. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A double play ball to second. 4-3 apparently, as he decides not to go after the double play that could have gotten him out of the inning.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way.
That's a ball.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
0-1. Here's the pitch, and he fouls this one off. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Striding in for Oakland, Sheldon Noisy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The pitch.
Yeah.
Goodness. 0-2 now.
0-2 is the count.
Made him look silly with that one.
Down the 3rd baseline. Drury gloves it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Boy, this one got ugly early. They were looking to get some innings out of the starting rotation. That didn't happen in this one, lasting only 2 innings. A lot of outs yet to get from this bullpen.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Austin Allen is in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. 7 runs, just 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, number 22.
Two away now in the Oakland 4th. And up next will be Ramon Laureano. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. 7 runs, just 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Travis Shaw. Here's the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
The 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Outside, 3-0 now. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Here's Randall Grichuk. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. Randall Grichuk, a 2-run shot. 19th home run for him on the season, and it's a 7-2 game now. That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking. In now, Billy McKinney.
Billy McKinney.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. The windup and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Third baseman, number 3, Brandon.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and into bat next it'll be Brandon Drury. He's ready. Here's the first offering. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. An even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Still only 1 out in the inning. Grounded back up the middle. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting, number 9.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen. First delivery to him on the way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Lofted in the air out to right field. Piscotty will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We're through 4. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Tanner Roark, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 14, Tanner
All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Tony Kemp.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Chris Davis will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. The 1-0 home. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Chapman is one of the very best corner infielders in the game today. Oftentimes, first and third basemen are known for their offensive work, but he's truly a multi-dimensional talent. Really makes an impact on defense, and that makes him incredibly fun to watch every time he takes the field.
Yeah, watching him go about his business. First step quickness, his reaction time is unparalleled, able to make all the plays, and he takes a ton of pride in his craft.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. High in the air out to center field. McKinney's there for it. And that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Leading up for Toronto,
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
the designated hitter, number 44.
The pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
The 1-1 home. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
And there's a base hit on the line.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
At the plate, Kevin Biggio. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Nobody out, runner on first. That's wide, 2-0. Has a look, now the pitch. 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Hey.
3-1.
Count 3-1.
A runner at first with no outs here. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Count still full, 3-2. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it to second for one. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Ready once again, Bo Bichette. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First offering on its way. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Davis is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Stephen Piscotty.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball off the plate away for ball one. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
2 balls, no strike.
Line drive to center field. McKinney is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Chad Hinder.
Ready for another chance? Chad Pinder 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. 0-1 count and the pitch. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch.
Hey!
Two out, nobody on.
Ball 3.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
Looked like he might have got squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Into the box now, Austin Allen. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1. Count is 2-1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Set to deliver on 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Ramon Laureano would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
The batter, number 22.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball action time.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
A ball and a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And that's through into center field, base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's an 8-2 game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
First delivery to him on the way. Tony Kemp is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-0 delivery. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 now. Three and 1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. A's have to settle for just the 1. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The A's lead it 8-2. Mike Fiers enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 50, Mike Fiers.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, upstairs.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. It was a walk in his last trip. The 0-1.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ball 2.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
Strike called, 2-1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Fouled off. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And it's fouled away. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. Blue Jays go down in order. Still 8-2. Sam Gaviglio comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
There. Gaviglio.
New inning set to get underway, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
Here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, that was a pretty good 2-strike slider right there. I think that would fool them, and the umpire too.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box, Chris Davis. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Grichuk is under this one. And that's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So 2 are gone now in the Oakland half of the 7th. And up next, the power hitting third baseman Matt Chapman. First pitch on its way.
Well,
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette gathers it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. So striding in, Billy McKinney. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball. Here we go.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Third baseman, number 3.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And into bat next, it'll be Brandon Drury. First pitch on its way. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball inside.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. And he misses again. Ball 3.
I got 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
Popped up. Olsen has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, number 9.
Up next is Danny Jansen. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Fouled away. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Rowdy Tellez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Fires into his motion. Here's the 3-1. Fouled off. The 3-2 pitch. On the ground to the left side. And he is in there.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1-2-3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Inside.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. Still 8-2. Coming to the plate now, Stephen Piscotty. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Piscotty.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey! 0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the shortstop, Chad Pinder.
Now in the box, Chad Pinder. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
Here comes the 0-1. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Sheldon Noisy.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Sheldon Noisy. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. Two out, nobody on. Line drive, base hit to right.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Stepping in now, Austin Allen, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A 1 pitch on its way.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The A's strand 1, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Riding into the box, Kevin Biggio. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Now here it comes. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, the shortstop,
Digging in, Bo Bichette. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That's wide. 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Out of play.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Swing and a liner. Foul. Another try at 2-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets the outside corner. Strike 3.
now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Hit back toward the mound. He's right there. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Still 8-2. Ken Giles comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Number 22.
Here it comes. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 1-0 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Giles is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters, guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
At the plate, Tony Kemp, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Comes set and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Standing in now, Matt Olson, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0-for-2 for him to this point. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. 2-1 to the A's first baseman. Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
At the plate, Chris Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0.
Nope, outside.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And it's fouled away. The 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A's strand a couple, but no matter, they lead it 8-2.
Your attention, please. Now,
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Yusmeiro Petit.
Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Travis Shaw.
The first baseman, Travis Shaw.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 home.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Nipped the corner. 2-2. Now the pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Rendell Grichuk, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And the pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Petit, a 6'1" right-hander. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in. The 1-1 home. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
The center fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, Billy McKinney. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on.
Nope.
1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now here's the pitch.
Aye.
Final strike for the Blue Jays. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Fouled away. The next 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of a series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
8-2 tonight's final. The Oakland A's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Daniel Mengden earns his 8th victory of the season. Hyun-jin Ryu only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 8 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.